What's up guys, Jake with T and Tattoo, coming to another special red dot video. Today we are looking at the cvlife FoxSpook. Sound familiar? It's actually a different red dot than the ones that we've covered before. They tend to call all their red dots FoxSpooks for whatever reason. So this one is a little bit more unique than the other ones. cvlife was kind enough to send this red dot out to us for a testing evaluation. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you very much. They know that anytime we get free stuff, we tend to beat the piss out of it, and today is not going to be any different than any time before. We do this because we think it's important to us and probably to you guys at home to know that the stuff you buy like this, if it's actually worth your time and more importantly your hard-earned money. So today we're going to actually go over the specs and features of this particular red dot, zero it, beat the piss out of it, and see if it can actually hold zero. So that way you can know how much abuse this kind of red dot can really handle. Let's see how she does. Here is what comes with this red dot. So you've got a nice hard case here. Inside you will see instructions here for their rechargeable reflex red dots. You get a microfiber cleaning cloth, silica packet to keep things dry, a USB-C charger, Allen keys, as well as two rubber caps for the USB-C port to help keep things dry. It has a nice rubber cover over the lens. It has two rubberized buttons for brightness, and it also has different reticle options back here for you to choose from. You've got several different reticle options, as you see there. So pretty straightforward. All right, so going over all the specs and features of this particular red dot, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a budget, cheap red dot. This thing comes in at $37, like $37.99 or something like that, making it without doubt the cheapest red dot I've ever seen. Now, on top of sending this red dot out to us, did also give us a 10% off discount code. I will put down below for you to use if you decide that you want to get one of these. It has like an open reflex style red dot that's kind of reminiscent to Call of Duty. In fact, it's kind of funny, this style of red dot was actually one of the first red dots I ever bought, not cvlife, but a different company, because I just thought it had that sort of cool factor to it. Unfortunately, that red dot didn't really hold zero too well and was more suited for airsoft. Hopefully we have better results with this one today. This red dot has 8 different brightness settings and actually 4 different reticles to choose from, which you can see here in a little bit of this footage. In addition, this red dot has a rechargeable battery, and it actually recharges right here using a USB-C charge port. So as you can see there, there's a nice little USB-C charge port. That being said, cvlife did say that they don't really consider this to be waterproof, especially where there's a charge port on the side there, more like water resistant, which is totally understandable. Now with that rechargeable battery, you're going to get into one of the biggest gripes I have with this, and that is the battery life. At the lowest brightness setting, according to their manual, you're going to get about 240 hours, and that's at the lowest brightness setting. So I imagine at the highest brightness setting, it's going to be significantly less, like maybe like 24 hours maybe. Who knows? That's a significantly low battery life. Thankfully, it is rechargeable, which is, I guess, kind of a good thing, but part of me almost wishes it had like 20,000 hours and a replaceable battery than this. So just keep that in mind if you're using this for like a multiple days of 3-gun or something like that. You may need to charge in between days. Now, as far as the brightness goes, I'm really thankful that it's super bright and sunny out here today. We'll probably have like a UV index of 1,000 or whatever. You are able to see the red dot even with these super bright conditions going on. That being said, it could be brighter. Definitely more on the dim side, and I imagine part of that is because of where it does have the rechargeable battery and the low battery life. Most surfaces I can see the red dot at the brightest setting. The only problem I have is when I'm looking up at the white tin roof of my house here, it kind of gets drowned out, to be honest. If I look over here across to different spots, whether it's greens or browns or whatever in the background, you can still easily make out the red dot. If I go with just the regular dot of the 4 patterns of red dots in here, you're gonna have a lot of trouble finding the red dot. You've got your windage right there, as you can see, and you've also got your elevation right here up top. It does use just a regular hex Allen key to make those adjustments, so I do like that. And the adjustments for the elevation windage are 1 MOA. A lot of people like to have half MOA adjustments. I think for this kind of red dot with just the 1X open reflex style of it, 1 MOA is probably going to be fine. All right, so first things first, before we actually beat the piss out of it, we do need to go ahead and zero it first. That way we can see if it shifts zero at all during our beating test. I'm roughly out here at about, oh, I don't know, like maybe like 13, 14 yards, if that. Not too far or anything too crazy like that. Again, we're just trying to get a rough zero, and that way we can see if it has any real significant shift. It's actually pretty accurate right out of the box with where it needs to be on this. All right, so I'll be honest with you. You know, this is obviously a very cheap, very budget-friendly red dot. So with the open reflex style like this, I don't expect it to really take too much of B. So if it's okay with you guys, let's start with just the pole of damnation here. Get some good smacks against that, see if it holds zero. And then after we get through that, we can, well, you know. All right, so I'm gonna take it and just slam it against this pole here. Oh, that's already cracked, I think, on the very first hit. Look at that. Let's do a few more smacks. So what I'm even doing here, it's not even like super rough smacking. Like I'm not like taking a baseball swing and hitting this as hard as I can. So we got one full crack and one little crack here. Got worse, just one hit. That's on the inside. It's cracking more and more with every hit. Okay. If y'all can see it there, it's not looking good. It's about what I expected, to be honest with you, though. It's all over the place, as you can expect. All right, so we have properly, well, smacked this pretty good and really did a number on it. Let's just, for funsies, let's just drop it one good time and, well, let's just see what happens. And 3, and 2, and 1. Yep, there she goes. And it's shattered. Okay, so the cvlife FoxSpook with the open reflex design. I knew this was going to probably crack and break the glass. I didn't think it was going to completely shatter the entire red dot. The inside of this is definitely not glass. That's actually like a plastic, like a plexiglass that they use for this, the clear part. That being said, I don't know if the actual glass would hold up any better. This is what it is, so would I recommend it? Probably not. For a little bit more money, 50 or 60 bucks, something like that, you can get something much, much better and a lot more durable. Guys, that's gonna wrap it up there. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Have you picked up a cvlife reflex red dot like this? Love to hear from you. We will see you next time. What's up, guys? Jake with Team Tactical coming with another special red dot video today.